Hi, everyone. I'm Gary Null. Nice to have you with us today. And a lot of people say, Gary, I understand you're Zoom filming your health and nutrition segments and some of the other segments of your program, and you generally do that for your progressive commentary hour with you and your guest. But I'm not highly literate on the computer. How do I get there? Oh, it's simple. Go to prn.live, then scroll down to archives, then scroll down to Gary Null's show and notes, and then you'll see the clips. You can watch the clips, you can watch me, and or if you miss that, just go to Gary Null YouTube, and we post them every day there, plus on Gary Null Rumble and on some of the other services. And very shortly, hopefully within the next couple of weeks, you'll be able just to go to a click on GaryNull.com and watch the whole show. You just push the button and it's there. We're revamping all of our websites, and we're going to launch them in about 10 days or so. Anyhow, we begin our first discussion with something that we're all faced with, but to different degrees, and that is forever chemicals, toxic chemicals, thousands of them, and we're exposed to hundreds each day. Now, if you live in a city like New York City or Los Angeles or Houston, cities that have a lot of industry around them, you're going to have a lot of pollutants. And especially if you're around a steel mill or coal production facility, you've got an awful lot. And a lot of this you can't see. The fact you can't see something in your water doesn't mean it's not there, or the air, you're breathing it in. So what's the solution? Because the science shows it's there. The British Medical Journal, Public Health, looked at the relationship between how much of these fine particulate matters, and we're talking about sulfate, nitrate, organic matter, ammonium, and black carbon. These are all toxic. And yet, unless you live out in the country someplace, you're going to be exposed. So get out into the woods, get into the parks, wherever you can. That green time, blue time, water, river, lake, stream, ocean, that's terrific for you because you're getting cleaner air. And especially if there's wind, you don't want stagnant air. You want wind that's blowing. But the best thing to do is simple. Buy yourself the best that you can afford, which might go $300 to $900 for the very high end, air filters. Put it in your office, your workspace, put it in your home. And then load your home up and your office with plants. And there are all kinds of plants that any place you go that sells plants will tell you. If you say, I want a plant that can take the particulate matter that's polluting this out of my environment. Oh, here's these 10 plants. And not only do you get that green coming into your own work and living environment, but it's going to be good for you. And by truck drivers, we have a lot of cab drivers, a lot of delivery drivers, a lot of truck drivers listening. I get a lot of feedback from them. And I've given a lot of advice like having a magnetic cushion that you sit on that helps your kidneys, your liver, your musculature by just moving your feet from toe to heel, putting pressure to pump the circulation of the blood going from the arteries down and circulating back in the veins. It keeps it flowing, helping prevent clots. And then every hour, make sure you just get out of the cab or car or truck and just do some deep knee bends for about 3 minutes. That makes a big difference. Same way when flying as well. But also make sure you're taking some of the antioxidants that can trap or neutralize free radicals like alpha lipoic acid, 500 milligrams. That's terrific. All right. Vitamin C and quercetin, 2 more superstars. Vitamin E and tocotrienol, 2 more. And then keep properly hydrated. You should be somewhere between 65 and 72% water. And yet, in the last 3 months, I've maybe had 5 friends visit me who had health problems at my home, and I'm helping them with lifestyle modification. First thing we did, we get on a scale. All of them were grossly dehydrated. We're not even aware of it. And if you go out and do long runs, long bike rides, you're not aware of how much profuse perspiration is leaving your body, especially in warm weather. So hydrate. You're not going to bring back as much water as you sweat out, but keep it going. Even if you say, well, I'm full, I urinate a lot. Doesn't matter. If you lose a gallon of water in a marathon, which you can, it might take you 3 weeks before drinking water every day. You gain that water balance. And that's so essential to prevent swelling, edema, imbalance in sodium-potassium pump. So there's a whole lot of good. And take magnesium every day as well. So that's the answer to that. Now, there's another issue that needs some attention. That is, this is from Lackland Air Force Base research published in Life Extension. And these were published in Military Medicine. And what it says is so important because it really impacts people. And that is, the quality of your multiple vitamin makes a difference. Yes, what they're saying is a better multiple vitamin compliance, meaning take it every day, results in lower rates of female military injuries and injuries. You want to prevent injuries because your body is faster healing, especially with quercetin. If you have bruising, if you have spider veins, varicose veins, if you have something that doesn't heal and your dermatologist is giving you the best they can, quercetin can make a difference. Quercetin, onions, apples, great sources of quercetin, or 2,000 milligrams in divided doses, 500 milligrams 4 times a day. And always take the same amount of vitamin C with quercetin. You'll find your skin is tighter, it's smoother, because what holds the skin together, there's bands of muscles that go right from the ear across the face. Your musculature is there, but your skin holds on to that. So as you get older, and you might be drinking and smoking, speeding up the aging process, you start losing collagen. So what do? With vitamin C and quercetin, it tightens that collagen back up again. Suddenly, your face is tight. Your skin is tight. And you don't have the jowiness, the sagging, the bagging, all the crepey skin. So take your multiple vitamins, whichever ones you're taking. Look for something that has good sources, ideally from vegan sources. So, and that can help prevent injuries. Now, from Exercise Medicine Clinic in Brazil, published in Study Finds, flexibility can be the key to a longer life. What do I mean? When you stretch every day, let's say 20 minutes in the morning, or do a yoga class, which is even better, you can add years onto your life. A new study has uncovered an intriguing connection between body flexibility and longevity in middle-aged adults. The research suggests that individuals with greater overall body flexibility have a lower risk of premature death. Well, that's one good motivating reason to start stretching. A lot of people don't stretch, and they lack range of motion, flexibility. So you can prevent death by more than 15.4%. Interesting. And finally, research identifies 31 additional cancers linked to being obese. This is from Lund, Lund University in Sweden, published in News Medical and The Lancet. And what it found was this. There's a direct association between BMI, body mass index, that's your belly fat and around your hips, and the risk of obesity-related cancers. They looked at 4 million individuals and 2 million females and 2 million males, and they had an average body mass index, and it was high. And people think, well, I'm only, 27. Well, you should be in the teens, men and women. And yet we get less active, more sedentary, more leisure time, not moving, and that's not good. And by the way, the prevalence of obesity, where you're more than 10% of your body weight over in fat, for every point you go up, you increase your risk of these cancers. And that's not good. So let's start doing proper food and proper exercise, and that can help bring this down, substantially down. That's the latest on health and healing. We're going to take a break and come right back. And also keep in mind that you can go to GaryNoll.com, scroll down. Well, no, you don't even have to scroll. You'll see a button, the newsletter. And it's free, getting it 1 day a week. And there's a small fee for getting it every day of the week, 5 days a week. And if you get it every day, you're going to get chapters from books, articles, things I don't put on my daily one. And also, I put up dozens of articles every week that I don't have time to get to. But if you go to prn.live and go to the archives and show notes, you'll see all these articles. They're free. They're there for you. All right? And sign up for the Gary Null newsletter. Back in a moment. Please stay with us.